go from Seattle. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back. No pass.
On first down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 29 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week, but here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Switch.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover, too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? Yeah.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On third down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Throwing is Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. They'll run here with Ingram. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Third and goal, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. And, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And he's got Lockett. And all of a a sudden, they're knocking on the door inside Baltimore's 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Lynch. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They try again with Lynch. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. First down, the run with Lynch. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
And this is going to be